Hello everyone, welcome back. I've brought this juniper in to do a bit of work on it. It's a root over rock, as you can see. I got this, it's been on a long road, this tree. I got this a few years back, and it was in pretty bad shape when I got it. It was very weak. It was in quite a small little pot, and it wasn't doing too good at all when I got it. So for the first year, I just kept it well watered, feeding it and stuff, and kept it and got a bit of health back into it. Then I slip potted it into a bigger pot for the next season. Then later on that season, I just put a bit of wire on some of these branches just to wire them down, because the branches are in terrible places as well. And the only thing really it's got going for it is the fact that it's a root over rock. Other than that, the tree itself is not great. It's got some nice dead wood on it, but the branches are all in stupid places and everything. So I slip potted it, and it was originally in a pot like that. The rock was kind of more upright and the tree was at the side, which made it even worse. So it was in the pot, the second pot, bigger one, for another season with the wire on it. And then I took the wire off. No, I slip potted it then into this pot, and I straightened it up this way. So the tree is more upright and the rock is crooked. And then I took the wire off, and now my plan is to maybe do a little bit of stand with it, do the next phase of the job of trying to get this tree to look anyway decent. It's good and healthy now. There's a lot of long growth you can see on it now. So I think we can do a bit of wiring on it and maybe a bit of styling and see can we get it into some sort of a shape. Again, this is going to be just a kind of basic thing. It will eventually need a lot more work doing to it, but for now I just want to get the branches kind of some way sorted, trim it back a little bit. Again, it's not easy trying to decide. I do like a challenge, but this one is really challenging me as to do something with it because of where the branches are and stuff, but we'll see what we can do. I'm thinking if I bring them all in and make it a kind of a tight conical shape or something, I don't know, we'll see. So the first thing I'm going to do is just give it a bit of a clean up anyway. Clean out all these branches, get rid of all the stuff in the middle, the crotches and stuff, all the branches we don't want. We'll give them all the trimming back as well for now. So what I'll do is I'll just go around the whole tree, giving it a clean out like that, just giving it so it's easier to wire. This is one of the trees that's going to definitely need wiring to start anyway, once we get it eventually into the right positions. Maybe we can reduce the amount of wiring on it, but it'll definitely need wiring today to get it anyway looking decent. We have some young growth on it here. Obviously that's where it's cut back, and the legs will take that off completely, just keeping the more mature growth. Okay, so I'll just pause the video, we'll go around, give it all a cleaning up, and then we'll come back. We'll do a bit of wiring on it. Okay, we've got it roughly cleaned out, and we'll just keep cleaning it out as we go along, where we've got the bulk of it done. So the next thing we'll do is we'll put a bit of wire on it. Start with the bottom branches, we'll work our way up. a little bit heavy. I'll just run. Stop it getting blurry. Okay, so we have two branches here which are kind of opposite each other, which is not great, but I kind of need them both. So the only good thing is we'll have this as the front, so you won't be able to see the other one at the back. It's just a back branch. So I'm just gonna wire on all the branches now, and then we'll see if we can get it into some sort of a shape. See, a lot of my trees I bought online a few years back when I was kind of starting out, and I didn't want to buy trees that were already styled, so I would buy pre-bonsai, and it was kind of, when you buy it, obviously if you buy the cheaper stuff, chances are they're not great, but because I was starting out, I didn't mind. It was tough to practice on, and I was only a beginner anyway, so I was only learning. But now, normally I wouldn't do this with branches, just go from one across to the other, but these two branches here starts from a rigid solid, so it's basically just anchoring one from the other. But ideally, if you were doing branches kind of opposite, you'd want to wrap it around the trunk a couple of times so that you get the anchoring off that. My videos tend to be a bit rushed, I know, and I don't kind of have the time, like a lot of people do lovely videos where they're have time to go back over them and all that kind of stuff and edit them and things, but I kind of only get an hour to half an hour to an hour a day to actually do any kind of videoing. In between work, and I have to drop my wife to work and then collect her from work after I finish work, and then by the time I get home and I water my trees and stuff like that, I don't normally have a great amount of time to work on trees and make videos. Not work on trees, make videos. So I just have to kind of make them in this half hour to an hour, and which means they tend to be a little bit rushed more than they would want to, but that's what I have to do, and I don't really have the time to edit them and stuff. Hopefully one day in the future when I retire, we'll be able to do some editing and stuff and do some proper videoing. But for now, like I said, the reason why I started doing this was mainly so I could keep a record of my trees myself. Like this one, it would be nice to have a video of this back when I got it. It's, you know, you don't kind of see them growing and getting healthier. You don't know, so I know it has done, but you don't kind of notice it unless you look back at old videos or photographs. So like that, I used to take photographs of my trees, but I was ending up filling up my camera and all that kind of stuff. So I just decided if I made videos, then at least they can be there to go back on. I thought I would have liked to have had a video of this one to see what it was, remember what it was like back when I got it. But it wasn't in great shape at all. It's always been kind of touch and go, so I was more concentrating on trying to get the health of the tree up than actually styling it. If it wasn't on a rock, it would be in the ground by now. But the fact that it was on a rock and that part of it kind of looked good, that's what saved it from being put out in the front garden. I might show my front garden one day in the video. It's extremely small and it's extremely full of trees. I can't really fit any more in. What I kind of tend to do is in the spring swap some over. Ones I think that could do with going in the ground for a while, I put in the ground, and the ones that are in the ground that look like they could come out and go into a pot, I take them out so that there's room for the other ones. Okay, so we've got the main wires on. Now my plan is to maybe bring this branch and this branch down. Well, I don't want them kind of looking like two arms, so what I do is bring this one forward a bit and take this one back more. I don't want it like two arms splaying out. And then this one we'll bring back this way. And this one trying to bring it down. And now this way. I'm not liking that. It's still two arms going on either side. So I think I'm gonna try and bring this one right in to the front here. Can go back like that. Just bring this one around a little more there. We'll bring what I want to do is get the branches bent into place first, and then at least I know which ones I'm going to be getting rid of, trimming back. When it's in place then we can go in and clean up anything we don't want. Keep that one as the apex. Trim all these back a bit. We can reduce all these. It's not right back. These ones may need a bit of wiring. Bring them up, but what I'll do for now is just reduce them all. Bring this one forward, not back, just to hide some of these ugly branches up here. And take away some of the ones going down, take off the tips a bit, reduce them back with a smaller pad. This one, I think we'll get rid of that one altogether. I don't think I'm going to go wiring all these small ones right now. I'm going to just let them grow on, let them get a bit stronger before I wire them up. So this is just to get the kind of secondary branches in place. Oh, the first branches actually, wouldn't it? Take that off altogether there. Just to get it going in the right direction. And then we can just again feed it up, let it grow. Cut this one way back here, I think. It's too long. Yeah, so like that, I wish I had a video of this one when I got it, in the state it was in, because it would definitely be nice now to see how well it's doing. Now, I've got a few branches back here. Don't want to get rid of this one, but we will prune it back a little bit. great branch back here. This one's quite weak. Okay, how's it looking now? Okay, it's looking a little bit better. It's getting a bit of styling to it anyway. Again, it might change again, but in comparison to what it was when it was planted like this, and it was just terrible shape. There was branches there was a ton of branches at the top, nothing down below. So I reduced all the branches back and I carved it out a bit, and now it's just a bit ugly at the back with these branches, but we'll just have to live with that for now. Maybe this branch will go in the future if we get this one growing more and fill out back here, but just for now we'll leave it, let it all grow a bit healthier now again. And yeah, like that. Maybe we can get this one growing, filling out down here, and these, but like that. We could wire them all, but there's no need to do it right now. It's like it's going in a show or anything. It's just needed to grow strong now, and when they're strong, then we'll wire them. Okay, I think we'll call it done. We'll put it back on the bench. I left the leader still growing strong up there. We'll put it back on the bench and we'll, like that, feed it, give it a good watering, and maybe we'll come back to it later in the season, in the autumn or something, and do another bit of work on it. We'll see how healthy it is. If not, we'll leave it for another year. We'll come with it next year. But for now, at least it's getting a lot better than it was. It's basically been rescued from being put in the garden, although if I put it in the front garden, it'd probably be a big huge bush now, and I'd have loads to work from. But I didn't, so this is what we got to work with, so this is what we've done. Okay, so as always guys, if you like the videos, please give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. Help out the channel, all that kind of stuff. Any comments is greatly appreciated, and we will see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.